see that coming. A lot of people probably ran into that. Looks like somebody did run into that. Alright, about the daylight. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's like, what, like 4 o'clock in the morning, something like that. It's going to be ridiculously hot here, so this thing's been sitting at a full battery for way too long. I know people say it doesn't matter, I know, whatever, but you know, you can look at a Samsung phone and they'll tell you straight up that, like, hey, it only charges 80%, you know, preserves battery life. They probably do it for a reason, these things, but I don't know. Same thing too when you first get these things. You first get these things, at least this one, when you fully charged it, the battery voltage is only 4.1 or something like that, where they can go to like 4.3 or something. So it preserved about 15-20% of the battery life, and it might have been a feature they might have done just to make the battery last longer. You know, because you know, you never know where these people get these batteries either. I mean, oh my gosh, I'm not used to riding with the helmet on. I've been riding without a helmet for the longest time. It feels very awkward to me. I know you're supposed to be riding with a helmet on, I know that, but it's been hot as hell again. So it's about to be hot again, and yeah, I figured I'd make a video or whatever, riding around doing this stupid stuff. So man, talk about a crazy sidewalk. So you think this was put down flat at one time, and it just bowed this much? So the foundation is just walking around. Gotta get wet here. But yeah, that's you know, if somebody put this down this badly, I mean that doesn't seem right. Yeah, it's huge. That's from that tree though. That makes sense. Man, I never ride this thing around on the walk either. That's what's kind of crazy. Usually, usually I wouldn't do that. There's some people I know that we used to do street racing and stuff like that. We try to find spots, and these are kind of areas where you find a good patch of road, mainly concrete, kind of like this. But you got to be in a spot where nobody's gonna care about the noise. Now this ain't really probably fully shut down yet either. You know, all these businesses are leaving the state because, you know, they're trying to tax the hell out of everybody because they're so far, and you know, mainly on the fraud. But oh man. Dang, yeah, on a hot night, the only building you have to worry about. Crazy, this might be a good spot. Yeah, a little bit gets up here. It's kind of fun. Slowly rolling into it, not really full throttle with it. Well, there it is, of course I did full throttle it, but if you just gun it, it has this like blimp of power that just, I mean, it just lifts the front end like nothing. And it's on mode 2, I'm doing, well, I guess I'll do like 20 there, so never mind. Yeah, I thought it was a personal thing or something. Oh yeah, look at this, we got some people up here. Crazy. Yeah, this is ridiculously early in the morning. I guess though, this is a great time to actually get like a workout going and stuff like that before work. But you know, it is the weekend, so whatever. Man, that would suck to get pushed off of this. That's all. The view here is ridiculous, and holy crap, somebody just had a nice little yacht parked far as hell up on that shore. Like, completely beached that thing. Huh, this is all, looks like at least. This is all ran off a dam, so if they open that dam, it's just, you know, whatever happens, happens with people. I don't know if he's just gonna be stuck there for a while or how that really works out. Ah, man, I wish I had suspension loosened up a little bit. Oh, what the hell's going on here? Oh, they must have something going on. They got a security guy, looks like, looking at some tents. Like kind of blow up event or something. But yeah, check this out. Look at the view of this. Like right on the river. Even crazy good graffiti, like not like good, but like cool themed. Yeah, nice hazy night. Humid as all hell. If it stays this way today, man, like yeah, like people, man, I don't even know how to explain this. Like people go to Minnesota and they're always like, oh yeah, it's gonna be you know, this place is cold, you know, this is what it's known for, this and that, whatever. And then they get here, they're like, holy crap, this is like Florida. It is humid as hell. And then, you know, it gets up to be, you know, 95, 98 degrees, stuff like that. You know, then it has a feel-like temperature, whatever the hell that is. Whatever they feel like. A lot of people, I mean, I know there's a ratio. I guess I'm not that ignorant on it, but it seems exaggerated. You know, sometimes they're like, oh, it feels like 130 degrees. It's like, what? Like, who the, like, you know what? Like, I don't know, it just don't seem right. But yeah, okay, so yeah, we have humid as hell, you know, so you could have, you know, 100-degree day in Texas, or, you know, something like that, somewhere dry. I guess there's, you know, Texas is huge, so I have no idea what I'm saying there. And yeah, it's nothing. Yeah, of course, everybody knows what it means. All right. But okay, so yeah, then we have these so crazy temperatures, you know, so we have this 100-degree, you know, 100 degrees in the summer and negative 20 degrees in the winter. So you're talking about like a straight up, you know, crazy temperature swing. And then yeah, all the roads and everything else have to, you know, take all this. So the roads just crumble apart. You know, once it, especially in the spring, where we have these like these days where it gets to be 60 degrees. Next week is negative 10, and that happens on and off every year, repeatedly, like, you know, for a couple months. It could just happen anytime like that. That's just like how it kind of is around here. And people are like, what the hell? It's just like crazy, like, you know, you got some yeah. It's like I guess, yeah, on a hot day like this, that does not seem like a bad spot to kick it at. Alright. Oh, yeah, okay, so yeah. Here goes a little bit about Minneapolis here too. So this is a little island that is, oh yeah, I'll show you the island here, instead of just going straight over there. So I don't even know what this is. Never even been in here. Shows you how much I know about this stuff. So I'm kind of seeing this for the first time with you. Alright. Yeah, this does not look like a spot I should be at. There's a walking trail, so, but it is closed. So yeah. Alright, that looks like a little extra residential. I'm trying to make nobody get off their desk and walk out there and be like, who the hell is this? Alright, well, back to the island. Alright, this looks like it's gonna keep on going around the island. Yeah, because there's the road. You got the tool. No, it's not a road. Alright, that's just a light in the middle of the park. With another light in the middle of the park. Directly across from each other, like, what the hell is this? Whoa, where the fuck am I at now here? This looks like some Silent Hill type shit going on here. Hopefully there's no big drops here. I don't want to be stuck in the middle of whatever this is. You know, next thing you know, like 10 people bust out, and they're all like sacrifice, and you know, you can only deal with that a couple times a year. Huh, it's kind of cool. Yeah, never been here. I have no idea what this is. Oh, I'm on the same tiny little island here. This is not the spot I was talking about. There's a bunch of houses and stuff that look like they were like really nice but really small, you know, like, so you have a bunch of people that, you know, put a lot of effort into what their stuff looked like. You know, it wasn't like you just wake up in your pajamas and go to the store and you know, whatever, how it is now. Like, there's no, like, what do you call that, class? I don't know what you call that. But it is degraded at minimum. And so is my memory. Holy crap, it seems like it's taking way too long to figure out where the hell I'm going. There is a little island with a bunch of houses on it, and I have no idea where that's at. This is a little service road for a bridge or something. I don't know. That's I don't know, I hate seeing that. I hate when you see people that are actually like, you know, like they look like they put in work, like they've actually, you know, put their share of you know, they're doing more for, they probably did more for the world than a lot of other people, and we just throw them to the curb like, done, like, you're out there, you know, while we got like actual billions that are going through all this stuff. But at the same time too, you can't just throw stuff at people. But yeah, check this out now. Yeah, crazy looking church, man. I have never actually been up to that church, but man, does that look cool. That's a hell of a staircase. And then the building next to it. Very industrial. They must have added like I-beams in there or something, because that big opening gap there between two floors is a huge gap that you'd ever think that would not be able to be just brick. Like, that doesn't seem like it'd ever be strong enough. Makes you wonder how they built this and how old this building is. I wonder if it actually just says it over here. They usually say stuff like that. Oh my gosh, I don't even know that I would not even want to attempt those stairs. That's what movie theater. No idea. I haven't seen a movie in years. Like, down to a movie theater. Oh, that's a cool picture and crazy lights on the ceiling. Like the fans. And then, man, all the way up there, just big silos. And then you see a house plan in there. So those actually people's houses in the very top there. I wonder how that is. That's probably got to be a crazy view, because there's a right on the river too. So there is nothing besides these trees blocking your view for, oh yeah, the Stone Arch Bridge and other buildings over there. And yep, then you got the dam here. So you have all these power lines, crazy old power lines. It's cool, but it's almost cool to keep it rustic like this, but you know, there should be a backup if there isn't one. It's kind of crazy to see what they're doing with those high voltage DC lines now. So they're actually switching from going AC to DC, and a lot of places are kind of doing that too. Apparently you can transmit a lot more voltage, or a lot more current, or a lot more power, whatever you want to call it, however you want to call it. Oh my gosh, why am I so weak at this right now? I'm like not even up. If I'm end up right. But yeah. So they have this DC current. They fly way the hell out. And, that's pretty cool though, when it comes down to it. They're doing quite a bit when it comes down to getting better at energy. And that's what I think's crazy too. Is you're looking at the battery technology. I mean, come on now. I've been driving this thing around for 37 minutes, 38 minutes right now, and I use 6% of battery. You know, I've been driving real slow though and everything, so I kind of get it, you know, whatever. But still, that's this is old technology. This battery right now, this is considered old. Like they got the solid state batteries that, man, motherfuckers don't even understand that shit. So I don't know how to explain that, but like all these batteries, the whole reason why they make heat and everything else, anything that makes heat, that's wasted energy. So if you ever, you know, just in general, you know, have something that doesn't have that's making heat, then yeah, you have an issue. And these batteries though, they can display some crazy numbers, and then they basically won't even heat up it or do anything. So they basically, you can have like a Tesla, you can have you know, something like that normally if you were like, okay, I'm gonna charge this thing up, you're gonna just have to sit back and wait, you know, probably what, 3-6 hours, I have no idea, you know, something like that. These things can pull up and have a big battery pack stacked next to it, because you know they can't just, you know, pull that much current out, so they have battery packs at the station that you need, you know, energy at. So you basically have giant capacitors. So when you pull up, you're like, yep, charging my battery up, it pops in there, you know, and it's like, what, 5 minutes, something like that, and you have like your Tesla that you could drive, you know, 300, 400 miles, just got fully charged in 5 minutes. You know, if that's, it's already out, it's already there. It's just not known here. And it's kind of crazy to just know how much stuff like that is out in the world right now. And the robotics and everything else too. There's some really cool stuff that's out there. Yeah, this is crazy, right? Like you're on the trail and it just cuts into this. Like you're like, wait, where the hell am I at? Like, is this, you know, am I supposed to go this way? Like, where are you supposed to go? And you're on the side of railroad tracks. And then yeah, you go this way to a dead end. This looks like some I'm gonna find you in the middle of the night knowing you're lost type of area. The fuck is that? Yeah, see, like that motherfucker right there. How you know that isn't for? That's not your person though. So I'm saying, like, that could. Man. But yeah, look at this shit, you know, this is kind of crazy just to see how this is how the roads are, this is how the stuff is over here. Oh yeah, see, I think you're supposed to be over here now. They don't even let you know around here. Yeah, see? Look at this. You got some straight up like underground railroad. I'm sorry, nah. It's like some mini fucking freeways going on around here. But like, yeah, look at that shit though. If I would have stayed on here, where the hell does this go then? How many people get lost out of here? Because that's where you're supposed to be going, then where the hell does this go? Oh, okay, the first road. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, I've been before. See, now this kind of stuff where I think like if people want to ride around, especially in Minneapolis around here, and you actually have some that has some kind of speed, and if you want to have some fun and actually get out and, you know, rip out a little bit, you know, do something, like this seems like a great spot. Like there's all the people that want to be on bikes and stuff, they should be over there. Nobody on these, like, nobody wearing tights should be want to be on this bumpy road. You know, I don't see nobody like that besides maybe some fat tire type people, you know, like on those kind of bikes. But they'd probably be like, thinking it's kind of cool to a point. You know, you don't want to be, you know, doing something, you know, if you see somebody, you should always just slow it down. Not just be like, hell yeah, I'm gonna fly by this guy doing 80, you know, like we're certain that. But yeah. So, I don't even have a destination, I was just driving. This is riding. I got people got upset for saying driving when I'm on a bike. Like it hit a nerve, you know, it got emotional, it got like some deep trauma. Like, I don't know how that works out, but yeah. Okay, this trail goes left, right, straight. I guess left here. Yeah, I don't know how a lot of people just understand it. It's like, I swear I just lost this trail. Was I supposed to be on this thing the whole time? And then yeah, this will not just be like this. I started trying to head back to a spot too where, well, this looks like a good spot where I might get killed. Yeah, like what the hell? That's a hell of a 180. And a lot of rooted up shit. Like somebody's flying through here. Oh, where's that? Put my real tracks. Man, that looks like that was gonna throw you off the bike if that thing's hooked at all. You always have to try to pop that front tire up over that shit. Especially right now, man. Yeah, you know, I'll be proppy flopping over here for what, next 4 or 5 hours, probably before you get find me, maybe. No, not realistic. Probably like 2, 3. But still, a lot of times over here, the wrong person find you, like, oh shit, man, that's a nice bike. How's this work again? And it'd like just take off. That'd be, you know, that'd be some bullshit. You know, there's stuff like that happens to people that make them turn into like evil people. I mean, have you ever seen the thing with Bill Gates when he got hit with a pie? You know, you just seen that switch. That hit. And yeah, now he's just like, yeah, we want to make chicks and give people, you know, Lyme disease again, or you know, we want to do, you know, whatever, you know, crazy stuff, you know, that somebody that has, you know, abilities and probably has a very, you know, everything you want in your life. Like, holy crap, like, could you imagine how boring life would get? You could just basically do anything. You know, you could buy off anybody. You could just, you know, to a point, you could be evil as hell, or you could be a very good person. And I think to get in that kind of area, to get to that kind of spot in your life where you are that far off and that wealthy and that whatever you want to call it, you probably cannot be a good person. There's too many people that probably be taking advantage of you. Yeah, I'm almost for sure you'd have to be that person taking advantage of other people to actually ever get into that kind of situation. I think it'd be very difficult to have it be the opposite way around. What the hell is this? Alright. Whoa, okay. Crazy. Okay, I did not know I was already over here. This is, I think this is like St. Paul. It's starting to rain. Oh man, like I picked the worst time to do this. I didn't even check the weather. I knew it was supposed to be hot as hell and I didn't even think about that. Yeah, almost every time before it gets hot as hell, it's in a storm, usually storm, before it, you know, clears out and just becomes hell. But yeah, check this out. Old abandoned buildings. I went in here a long time ago. And I didn't even like go deep into it. I didn't go on the top. There's actually crosswalks and all kinds of stuff. People go on the very top of those, and yeah, it's pretty cool. But they start off with those ladders that you extend, and then otherwise there's a rope or something like that, like a hook they basically throw up there to hook onto something. It's like super sketch, but I don't know. I see more people, more random people just walking through these dimes than I ever do people actually get into them right. So, you know, they know what they're doing more than most. So, like, let it go on. Don't open it up for everybody else. Make them fucking have that kind of effort, you know. If it's like that difficult to get in there, then yeah, you probably will separate the fucking men from those, you know, the people that can actually handle it compared to other people right there by itself. Huh. Where the hell am I going here? Yeah, check that out. That's kind of cool, right? And you got more over here. It's just crazy that they keep these things up. That's see that light out there? That ain't I don't know where the reflection's coming from or what, but that they must have a billboard up there or something. Because that's I've never seen that before. I didn't know they did that. It does look like there's power inside of it. I see a, you know, a light. Ah, that was deep. Man, I was not expecting that to be, what, like 6 inches deep? Oh no, that wasn't on there. Oh, this is, what's this? Never mind, I have no idea what that is. I thought that was something Thurley or whatever, it was something like that. I thought that was right around here. Oh, alright, there it is. Man, yeah, okay. I am a lot farther away than I wanted to be, or wrong direction. Especially if it's about to be raining. Okay, just try to see if I can find a way back that's not the same way. Well, I could go to university and all these roads, but man, roads bug me. Like, what the hell, dude? That seems dumb to me. Man, where to go though? Don't know what that is over there. I'm over here. Oh, that's on the side of the road. It's just a car. You know, it actually looks kind of happening over here. What's going on up here? Stop rating, so you know, just for a second here, I'm like, oh yeah, now I'm perfectly good to go. Like, it's not gonna start raining again. I really hope it doesn't, but man, I can feel that humidity kind of kicking in at the same time too. It's kind of, I don't know, it might start happening. University Avenue. massive amount of information on everybody. It's just not even a little bit. Like those cameras will sit there and they're trying to work with another company that will put what do you call it? Like they pick up like your Bluetooth signal, you know. So when you're by something, you know, your phone's gonna say, oh, this is by this, because you know you connected with a Bluetooth thing that, you know, your whatever the packets you send out, your phone sends this stuff out all the time, looking for Wi-Fi, looking for whatever. They want to have those flat cameras pick that up to, you know, then keep on watching you, so they actually see you, you know, so they can confirm, you know, this is who this person is, and they can track you better. And it would work ridiculously well, and it makes perfect sense why they, you know, why they do that type of stuff. But it's just getting to the point where, like, yeah, they're gonna probably have, you know, a database of, okay, this is what you did for the last, you know, say 3 months, maybe, you know, 6 months, and maybe they can find out what every single person that has done in the entire, you know, world, if it came down to it. If they have enough of these I really think data centers, you know, they could probably do that. And that kind of seems like maybe not, you know, a major part of it, but it seems like that'd be that seems like a Bill Gates type of thing to want to have to do, you know. Like that seems like a great way to make sure that the people you control in a lot of ways, and trust me, they control the hell out of people. It's crazy to see like what happens when like they stop funding certain things. And I think one of the fundings that really got scrapped recently is a lot of the like rap music funding, because that got to a point where it was very obvious, well, to anybody that like, you know, understands the stuff, how you got people that just got out of prison and instantly are in some kind of Lamborghini doing some crazy shit, and, you know, making tons of money. Like, this dude just is a prop. He just got put into this position, and you were told to like him, and people just love it. And it's crazy to me how often it happens. You know, they basically, you know, you can have a lot of artists that are very popular, and you would never see that go up, or, you know, go up on like a big chart. They'll keep that shit real quiet, you know. Like they only want certain types of things, you know, promoted. And yeah, that's same thing China does, same thing all these places do. And we're not supposed to be the ones doing this type of stuff, but we are. And it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy how well, a lot of people just don't see it. And then there's the whole food thing. I have no idea. I don't understand that shit all by any means. Like, you can go. Well, I mean, yeah, never mind. It's all profit. I get that to the extreme, actually, when it comes down to it. You know, you can sit there and try to find how much money it costs, you know, compared to having cane sugar to having, you know, some corn syrup. You know, you're like, oh, this corn syrup can sit on the shelf for, you know, a decade and still have the same, you know, not having to have any kind of issues. And something else might, you know, start fermenting, or, you know, might have some kind of a bacteria issue, or there's a lot more risk. You know, the more risk you have, the more, you know, more risk. What the fuck? Why would you want to, you know, whatever. And then yeah, when it comes down to like stock market stuff, like you're basically, you lie cheap and steal as much as you can, because your only, you know, goal there is to have that market go up. You know, like it's just like not very good for incentivize or what are you gonna call it? Whatever. We're trying to grow. We're trying to have a good growth. You can have a fast growth, but a fast one, but not really a good one. That's why, like, a lot of the best companies, they stay on the market. It seems like most of the companies that hop into the market, they either know they're good and they can use that market to make ridiculous money, or they know they're failing and they're like, fuck it, throw us out of the market and, you know, see what happens. You know, we'll get tons of money, we'll print out tons of shares, we'll cash them all out, and when we know that some, you know, like, it's basically saturated. And that's where, you know, I think they get by with that too, with a lot of the politicians and everything else. Because, yeah, I mean, holy crap, how hard it, you know, just what that people do. They'd be like, man, you know, I can sit there and just, you know, sign this little piece of paper, or let this bill pass, or I can sit there and I know, guarantee that this, you know, this contract's gonna buy from this company, and you know that's gonna raise their stock at minimum of like 20%. And you're like, man, you could do some 0-day calls on something like that, you know, like if you knew the time and date and stuff like that, where this was going to be, like, you know, set out and put through, shit, man, you can make a killing off that. So, I mean, you're talking, like, people don't seem to understand how much profit you can actually make off some 0-day, you know, stuff like that. I mean, if the stock jumps, you know, say if you bought Apple and Apple dropped 10%, that's at minimum 1,000% profit, like 1,000, and that's what people don't seem to understand. Like when it comes down to that type of stuff, like if you really wanted to be like, fuck it, like, you know, yeah, if you just know there's gonna be a swing like that, I mean, you could go either way. You know, bet $1,000 up or down, just knowing that this thing's gonna swing, and you know, make them both ones. Oh, whatever, a lot of stuff. You can do a lot of stuff with that. Kind of crazy. But that's you know, it's all casino. House always wins, or doesn't always win, but you know, the house wins for a reason. Oh yeah, that's where I came from. Okay, where does this go? Yeah, it ain't even raining no more. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff too. People talk about how dangerous this city is, and all that. And I mean, there are some areas, but you got to be the right kind of person. If you're in the wrong area and you look completely out of place, and you are, I don't know, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff where you walk through there like you've been there before, so you don't usually have a problem. But a lot of people that, I don't know, they'll do a little movement. You'll notice a little cue, and you're like, yeah, like fuck this guy right from the start, just because you see a little movement, and it kind of throws you in that mood to like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with this dude. Just see what he's about. You know, just test this a little bit. You know, this person, and see what he's about. And yeah, that's that young ignorant shit that gets a lot of people in trouble. That's kind of stupid shit where you know, especially if they're trying to fuck with they're trying to mess with the wrong person that has nothing to lose, and there's a lot of them out there. That's kind of stuff where you know, somebody gets shot because of pride. That's really all it is. It's always pride. It's always somebody, you know, that got their feelings hurt, and then they're like, I want to make sure that, you know, you can't hurt my feelings anymore and kill somebody. And then it's like, cool, like, you know, you're in prison, or say if you even think in prison, say if he's got with it or whatever. Now you just know that, like, oh yeah, you know, this dude that basically ended, you know, his whole existence, you know, past, you know, whatever age you get to, or if he already passed his age, you're like, holy shit, just to understand how much of life you just took from somebody, it'd be kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't know if I should go in here now. That's a hell of a camper. That is not a bad spot either to kick it at. Oh man, hold on, not even see that Thunderbird. That is a nice Thunderbird there too. Man. Yeah, those things are cool. Steering wheel slides to the side, lets you get in and out easier. Yeah, it probably looks like there's all the drum brakes on. Oh, I have no idea. It's not bad. I like those though. I have no idea what the hell I'm at. Hospital? Oh, I don't know. Get a hospital. What the hell am I doing here? Yeah, this will get people's attention too. I'm trying to get all this attention. Go back to the trails. Alright, try to go straight. See what's going on over here. Looks like I should go around the lake or something. I don't know what that was. That looked creepy as hell. That dude, was that somebody dude just standing in the woods, or was that something like a towel hanging over a bush? seen here? Oh, that's man. See, that always that'd be cool if you like turn one of those into your house or something. If you ever homeless, you were like, screw it, let's start hanging some stuff where it's hard to get to, and if you had power up there, especially with stuff you can get nowadays, man. You get a winch or something from like Harbor Freight or something. You get some crackhead, like, you know, especially if you're working and like you really want to put some effort into that type of stuff. Like, there's people that like live in billboards and stuff for years. Yeah, I didn't even know some places myself where there's some areas in the middle of nowhere that, and you're like, why is there power here? Like, it's just kind of crazy that there's already stuff for that type of stuff. And I think it's an old billboard that used to be there, and there's still a meter there. You can always tap into the meters because, well, you see the meters on, so there's power there. Yeah, and all that stuff's really simple too. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's 2 wires. You know, as long as, I mean, yeah, I mean, realistically, if there's just 2 wires like that, you almost, the only thing is the ground. If you hook that directly to each other, then yeah. But if you hook the one to another one, oh, you can't. You deposit. They could just, you know, they're alternating current, so you can't. Well, I worry about it because that's
What the fuck? Did I have that happen? Have that happen?
Look at how bright that sky is. I cannot see that in real life, like, at all. Hope this video turns out decent. Continue on our way. Messed up again. I tried getting this camera because it was super cheap, because I didn't know it was old. And yeah, it sucks. It's I basically got it mainly just because the night view. When you see stuff at night, that every other camera, that's a cool house. Holy crap, is that cool house. Man, the stories of something like that, you know, it makes you wonder, did that start off as just a single story little house and they added into it, made the foundation better, or was this like a plantation? Well, I see you run a river. Makes you wonder what's behind it, what's land, or what that used to be like. That'd be kind of cool to see, like, historical significance of like how when they built that. But yeah, all these houses like this, you look into them, like the woodwork and everything else, like it's man, I can't handle newer houses. Everything's cheap, stupid. Like, they're in the perfect condition. Like, you might be able to get 5 years just from temperature swings. To not have and I'm talking about not temperature swings, I'm talking about like humidity changes, to not have some of these newer houses just fail. And not like fail, I mean like you know, all the siding falls off, all the, you know, the drop ceiling crap messes up, all your PEX tubing starts having little needle holes in it, builds mildew everywhere because you have no idea what's going on for, you know, however long. And yeah, just a lot of little issues you have all in place. Stuff now, it seems like that's nothing too, like copper, like, man, like, isn't copper supposed to like kill bacteria or do something like that, you know, kind of like silver? The whole thing about silverware was because, you know, it killed all the bacteria. And like, that's nothing too that I think is kind of nuts, is people that have like well, females have, you know, urinary tract infections and all that kind of stuff. Silver water will, like, you know, whatever. Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do, whatever. But yes, silver water will basically, yeah, it will help you quite a bit. You know, of course, you know, this is just off of, like, you know, hearing what other people say, but, you know, obviously, I don't have one of those myself. Not yet. I'm just playing. But where am I at here now? So, on my random trails here again. On the university side. But I really want to go to a bike center. Huh. Might be a little too much. Especially in the morning. There'll be a lot of tight wearing people showing up soon. Washington Avenue. Seems like a lot of cool little shops right here. Yeah, 5 o'clock, 71 degrees. Holy crap. And not like holy crap by any means. I'm just saying this is actually like perfect temp. I actually like this weather. It's like, you know, 71 is a little chilly, but not bad. It's really humid, so it's not too bad. I don't know if the IC will change that right or not, right? I might be thinking that wrong. Some little pools up there. They seem to kind of work a little bit. Seems like it goes anywhere anyways last night. Minnesota ice doesn't hit the way it does. It used to. Man, what is that? It looks like a power plant or something. Will the university have its own power plant? I doubt that is. Man, I'm not bored about this. Back over there. Trying to debate on what side we're gonna go here. That way's back to some trails. Well, not trails, but like the walking trails. But I refuse to look at my phone for any reason. So I'm just trying to figure out what direction. Look at that. See, look what happens. So we are at Dinkytown. We got Stadium Village. We got Prosper Park. Prosper Park. There's got the crazy little what do they call it? A little the Witch's Tower, stuff like that. That's kind of where we were at, where the brewing, all the brewing stuff is at. Actually, gotta go this way. Yeah, I gotta get down there. It's starting to get busy now. People are gonna start coming out. Yeah, I don't want to be in the middle of all this. Well, I guess it is the weekend though, man. I keep on forgetting. I keep on thinking it's like a Wednesday or something. Well, actually a Friday. I'm used to having working 410s. That's annoying. To have a police thing on like that constantly. What even is? Man, how is it so difficult to get down there? That's crazy. Usually every time it says no through traffic means there is a through traffic way to do this, so don't do it. Man, I'm having horrible luck to get to that little parkway. Like all this stuff's kind of crazy how to get to it. I guess I just follow a bike trail somewhere. Yeah, like this one, the one that I drove by so many times. I keep on doing loops. All right, back on the trail. Bye. potholes. Alright, yep, coming out this really bad pothole area. There's people hanging out here in the middle of the morning. There's a famous stone arch bridge. Crazy infrastructure. This is crazy to me. I think when this was all built, how long ago that was. Well, I think this is maybe 60 years or so actually. But all this, that's crazy what this place was. What? Waterworks. Look at that. Some old movie. What is that? City of Amber? That's what I think right away. Waterworks. Man. Nice little area. They're smoking a whole lot of weed over here, see somewhere. That's kind of weird. Nice gate. Nice sliding gate. Like, what is that? What kind of security is this? I guess your car's here. Kind of worried about somebody breaking into it. That's why you have that gate. Going right to a park and just block off everybody's access to the park. Like if you were living here or something. I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, and then, is that foundational? This wall here? What is this? Actually looks like a what do you call it? An isolator. So the power doesn't actually, like, you know, go to the actual it's a huge ground surface. Those little things. And holy crap, that's a lot of power. God. They're crazy. Yeah, then you got the federal. This is there's a lot about this stuff too, where you look at where these buildings are at and what cities are doing or whatever. Like there's a whole lot of creating money going on. It seems like, or lots of places seem to get very wealthy only around these buildings. Craze. Wonder how deep they have to build that anchor. Or if anybody has to retighten that ever. What kind of maintenance? Is this all stone too? You think that's like steel covered in some fake stone or something? Or you think that's actually stone? Actually, yeah, looks like stone to me. Everybody can start going on their morning runs. I gotta get off this trail. Really. We're at the walkway though, huh? Went through a lot to do this. Man, look at that. It looks like a perfect enduro run. Little jump, little drops. Man, they bolted those, I guess, yeah. Somebody gets sued. Oh, let's get to the store. Huh. Shit. What the fuck y'all got going out here? Yeah, what up?
Where you come from?
Just riding around.
Yeah, he about to pull me on the 29th and Fremont.
Okay, what the fuck?
We'll grab some shit, stuff like this garage for him. And then, I forgot to grab that. I want to take the house for a second. But yeah, that's about it though.
Yeah, that's what's up, I guess. Yeah.
I'm probably, you gonna sleep in a little bit or what?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm doing this, I'm going straight to the house or whatever. I made it out there last.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that one that was for sale, whatever?
Yeah, the fat tire one.
All right.
Yeah, I went and grabbed that one too, and then fucking taking the bus back and shit. It wasn't that bad, but the little young buck was over there, boy. He was like so. I'll tell you about it though, man. But I still got a good deal for it. I ended up taking a lift half the way and shit. But yeah, how
Yeah, for sure.
all right.